Hello once again. Thanks for agreeing to your space and helping me guide you into a better version of you. So this one, little exercise tutorial is a great opportunity once again to reset from a day at your desk or driving. We tend to go into this sort of flexion. So you can see I'm sort of rounding in my lower back as we're busily invested with our heads, shooting forward into whatever it is that we are working so diligently at. So to recalibrate this, to bring integrity, strength, and sort of stability to the lumbar spine, which is really important for overall posture and wellness, movement. We're going to try something called puppy pose. And so we're going to hold this posture. It's great after a couple of squats, a couple of movement postures where we're sort of have activated some of these deeper muscles. So something like a cat-cow where you're pulling your tailbone up towards the back of the head, squishing the shoulder blades down, and then rolling and contracting through the front body, rolling and pressing out through the back body. Sort of back and forth a few times is a really great space or place to start from. So puppy pose can be done in a few different ways. If you're at your workspace and you don't want to get down onto the floor, this is a great one, just on the back of the chair. So we're extending our bodies sort of arms width distance, but you'll sort of let your body guide you and to decide where it is best suited for you, where the chair should be sort of away from you. And then we're going to bring the forearms or the elbows to the back of the chair. So forearms would be like this. Bring the hands into prayer or interlacing the fingers. And then we're just going to let our front bodies, our chest, sort of bend forward and bring a little bit of buoyancy into the knees a little bit. And then see if you can pull your tailbone like you're pulling it up towards the back of the head. Or imagine you're pulling your tailbone up towards between your shoulder blades. And you can bend the knees to give yourself a little bit more range. And again, just to sort of investigate and sort of find where the body is and the movements are. You can roll the tailbone down towards the ground in sort of the reverse position and then press the tailbone back up towards the sky and between the shoulder blades. Beautiful. And then letting the front body sort of sink towards the ground. You should feel length through the rib cage here. And take a few breath cycles in through the nose and out through the nose. Sending that tailbone nice and high towards the sky. And finding a little bit of a low back curve, swaying the low back, recalibrating that here. Balancing the muscles that give us buoyancy and strength and allow our spine and our spinal cord to be flowing and going. All right, and then coming back out. So that's variation number one. And you can hold that posture for up to a minute, 2 minutes, whatever you've got time for. Variation number two would be right down on the ground with the knees on the ground, coming towards the chair. And again, either bring the forearms to the seat of the chair or the elbows to the seat of the chair. And then again, curling that tailbone up towards the back of the head, letting the heart sink towards the earth, letting the chin slightly float upward, back of the head comes to the low back or to the tailbone. And again, just breathing here, a few breath cycles. So that's variation one. Forearms down is variation two. Beautiful. And again, holding this position, recalibrating that lumbar spine, allowing for more stability, more flow, allowing for when we do go ahead and move through the rest of the day, doing it with fluidity and efficiency and flexibility which serves all aspects of our being. Beautiful, and coming up nice and slow. And so the third variation would be right down on the ground. And so if you're doing this on the ground, you might want a mat, but anywhere is fine. And same thing, we're just going to come down from our hands and knees. We're going to drop down onto the ground. Let the chin come to the ground if you've got the range. You can bring the elbows or bend through the elbows, resting on the elbows, bringing the hips high to the sky. This is sort of the full version of the posture. And just taking a few breath cycles here. Again, holding whatever variation of the posture feels and speaks to you. Pulling the tailbone up towards the back of the head is a very important aspect. That's sort of the heart of the pose. And then allowing the chest to sink down to the ground, finding length for the hips and the rib cage. Breathing here, allowing the sort of the good work to happen by breathing and finding space and recalibrating the muscles and articulation. Sort of proprioception is what we're recalibrating here mostly. Beautiful. Taking a few breath cycles, allowing yourself to sink in for a few moments, a minute if you've got the time for it. Beautiful. Slowly making your way out. Puppy pose. Recalibrating the lumbar spine for a more fluid, vibrant you. All right. Peace in, peace out.